friends, it's Chumsy Mumsy. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you will become a subscriber. Please like my video and leave me a comment and let me know what you'd like to see me do a video on in the future. Today's video is all about things that I'm loving in neutral color home decor. I'm going to take you along with me as I do some shopping at Goodwill, show you what I found, and then I'm going to go to this ultra beautiful, decadent, inspirational store in Concord, California I went to with my sister S, and then we're going to end up at Home Goods. That was my sister's first trip to Home Goods, and that is just the mecca for beautiful decor. On the way back from having lunch with a friend, I stopped in this Goodwill in Pittsburgh, California, and I saw this lovely white wooden framed mirror that was shabby chic / farmhouse. And I didn't need this mirror, but it was absolutely beautiful and perfect condition with a little chippy paint. It was going for $19.99 and it swivels back and forth. And I know when my niece was looking for furniture for her apartment, she was looking for something like this, but she wanted a natural wood look. But this is the kind of thing that I just happened upon. You never know what you might find, and I just wanted to show you that you can find quality items when you're shopping, and it's good to not always go to the same thrift stores. It's good to kind of switch it up because you're going to get caught off guard one day and just find the exact perfect thing that you're looking for in the most unexpected place. And I just wanted to show that one person's trash is another person's treasure. At that same Goodwill, I ran into this white nightstand, and I had been thinking that I wanted to get a second nightstand for my older daughter's room because we're using it as a guest room now, and it would be nice to have a nightstand on both sides of her bed. And I saw this one and I was like, oh my gosh, this matches the one that I already have. It's a little dirty, but I can get out the magic sponge and wipe off any grime. And I knew it was the exact same one because when I opened the drawer, it had this stripy drawer paper in it. And I just couldn't believe it. This was on sale for $12.99. It's solid wood and it has a beautiful crystal knob, and I was inspired to change the knob out, but you'll see that I went ahead and cleaned this one up, and I decided to change the knobs to a larger crystal knob that I had bought at a thrift store years ago, just hoping that eventually I would be able to use these knobs on other pieces of furniture. But I just was so thrilled that I found something to match something I already had, and it was in great shape. And so up close here, you'll see the picture of these crystal knobs, and they have kind of a brass pedal shape that goes around the screw, and I just think these are so beautiful, and I just was so happy that I finally was going to be able to use a couple of these on these nightstands. And so you saw the one that was on the right side of her room, and now I'm showing you the nightstand on the left side of her room. And since I took the picture, I added a little glass jar full of dried eucalyptus, and these are some vintage books that she has collected. And I just think this is so cute and so perfect. And you can find quality pieces at Goodwill. The next thing I want to show you are these two chairs that I found through the Buy Nothing app on Facebook. And this is an app that a friend turned me on to, and it's specifically for my neighborhood and the neighborhoods surrounding me. And the idea is that you post something that you want to give away for free, and you can decide who you want to give things to. It's not as complicated as putting something on for free, maybe on your Nextdoor app, because you can be choosy about it. And this lady was giving away a dining room table with 6 chairs, but these 2 were different than the other chairs, and I thought this would be perfect for extra seating around my table. And when I'm not using them, I can just keep them in my guest room. So here's a picture of what they look like around my table, and they had a little bit of paint on them. So I got out my magic sponge, and I was able to wash off and chip off the little pieces of paint. And I just showed my gratitude by posting this picture on the Buy Nothing app so the woman would know that I'm putting her chairs to good use. And it's just a beautiful way to recycle furniture. Okay, now we are at this beautiful store in Concord called Elsie Green. And this store was just like I had died and gone to heaven. And they have mostly neutral decor, and the owners shop in France and send crates of lovely designer furniture and decor, bedding, antique pictures, books, anything you can think of. And my sister's friend is the woman that comes in and stages all of these lovely things. And so we went in and just drooled and oohed and awed over all of these different things. My sister and I both really love baskets. And I just love how this was staged with these antique books that are all in a similar color, and then just empty glass jars. It's just so simple and inexpensive. You could reuse any kind of jar that you have, jam jars, pasta jars. Just wash them out, take the labels off, and put them on a bookcase, and look at how classic that is. We loved this bed. My sister pointed out that the sheets are linen, and I personally can't imagine having linen sheets, but she says that it's a life changer. And so maybe at some point I'll have linen sheets when I don't have cat hair all over everything. But I just thought this was so beautiful, and that little skinny bench at the foot of the bed is just to die for. And then this just coffee table that made out of wooden planks with these metallic votive candle holders on it. I just think that makes a beautiful statement. It's just really classic and simple. And this store also had a lot of huge glass jars or vases filled with dried flowers and dried stems. And that was another thing that I really loved about it. But just the natural, vintage, aged wood, kind of the chippier the better. And we loved this antique mirror just leaning against this little table. I just think that's a really sweet little tableau. And then, of course, like a dark cabinet full of all kinds of neutral colored plates and candlesticks. This area above this double sink was really pretty with the big ceramic jars and the brass saucepans, and then there were cookbooks lined up on either side. This really was lovely to me and sparked joy. Elsie Green had these great benches, and this was the super long black metal bench with a distressed wooden plank as the seat, and then this huge jar of dried branching. I don't know what kind of tree this came from, but I just thought this was the greatest bench I'd ever seen in my life, and just wish that I could have it in my house. Moving on to Home Goods in Concord, California. I love a good artificial plant. I also do have real plants, but I just really like the look of artificial plants, and of course I love the fact that you don't have to take care of them. But Home Goods always has a really great selection of dried plants and artificial trees, and this Home Goods is one of the best ones I've found. My older daughter and I went here on opening day a few years ago, and we were just blown away with how much stuff they have in this store. They have bedding and kitchenware for days, and lamps and tables and pictures, and if you wanted to decorate your daughter's room like a little princess, this would be the place to go. I am obsessed with platters and bowls and trays, and I really have to restrain myself from buying more, because how many trays and wooden bowls does a person need, right? And I don't even entertain that often, but I love just to have them on display, and Home Goods had a great selection that day. I do tend to use a little more color in my serving dishes, and I really loved these bowls with these different patterns. This is something that I definitely would consider buying, except I don't need anything like this right now, but I just loved looking at them and appreciate them, and this is just a great place to be inspired. These clear plastic containers, you can use these in your refrigerator. That's really trendy right now, to separate all of your fruits and your vegetables and your meals into these little containers. You can use them in your drawers to organize your socks and your underwear. You can put them in your bathroom drawers to organize your cosmetics. You just can't go wrong with those. And I do love a good woven circular placemat. I got some great ones at Goodwill that are woven that came from Cost Plus, and I didn't look at the price on these ones because it wasn't something I needed to buy, but believe me, you can save so much money when you buy these at a store and not pay full price. Here is more cutting boards and platters. I'm just trying to mop up my drool from the floor. I just love all of this wooden stuff. It's just so pretty to me. It's very rustic, very farmhouse. Love it. And organizational baskets. I love metal and wood combined. I love woven baskets. I love all metal baskets. I love plastic baskets. I love baskets with a liner. This whole shelf just speaks to me, and I love the neutral colors. I wouldn't go for like the pink or anything unless I was doing someone else's room. And then the pillows. Oh my gosh, I have an obsession with pillows, and I have to restrain myself because we really don't use pillows, and I have more pillows than I need, and I buy them and then I give them away, and then I buy more and then I give those away. And I just love the linen feel. I love the woven fabrics. I'm all about it. And then as far as wall decor, I love those little like swirly circular pictures. I love the stay a while sign. Clocks are a classic way to decorate your wall, whether they have a battery in them or not. And then those little wooden window type frames you can just lean up against the wall. Those are beautiful. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. I'll see you in the next one.